Who's this young lady over here that we see on Friday morning?
Hark!
It
What
must be-
light from morning music doth show? Tis Trisha.
It is Trisha.
Lady Lightfoot. Yeah, hi, Trisha.
Hi, guys.
Triple P with
Triple
Trisha.
P.
It's time. See, you're having flashbacks to Shakespeare in English class, aren't you?
Oh,
That's
didn't
the
even
only
think
Shakespeare I
about
know.
it. Nope.
Oh, nope. She's nope.
So-
You know, I'm just not impressed with Shakespeare as a whole. So.
Oh, no.
Well, he pronounces weird words in a weird way. It's like
Yeah.
almost like he lived hundreds of years ago or something.
Oh,
It's-
You would think, yeah.
So, Trisha, as your hubby, and I've never met your hubby, but I have a high regard for him. You speak so well of him and your two sons. And maybe you wouldn't know, but I hope he signed you up for all the flowers we're giving away next week. We're giving away $100 Valentine's bouquets
Yes.
from Matsky Florist in Elkhart every day next week.
Tuesday through
Aw.
Thursday.
Through
Monday
Valentine's
through Thursday.
Through
sorry.
Valentine's Thursday.
Yep.
And we're not eligible because we
No.
work for WFRN, but you are.
You
Oh,
are.
that's good to know. I
Your
can,
hubby can
put
sign
a
you
pin
up.
in that and a bug in his ear,
You send him right to the website.
Yep,
Tell him to look
yep.
for the flowers where it says share the love and go to WFRN.com and register today.
All
It
right.
couldn't be easier.
I know.
So that's available for everybody who doesn't work for WFRN. So.
And again, that's thanks to our friends at Matsky Florist
Yes,
in downtown
they
Elkhart.
do
too.
a great job and have for years, and we really appreciate
Yes,
them.
we
And
do.
even if I don't get them, thank you, everybody, for donating those flowers.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right. So we always love when you come in, Trisha. Most WFRN family members know, but there's always new people tuning in and moving into the area and discovering music that's full of encouragement and faith and hope and love. But we love how you help us as parents with really practical, specific insights into raising kids. That's what Triple P with Trisha is all about.
Mm-hmm.
And you can find out more at trippleplelkhartcounty.org. But I see today we're talking about tiny tots,
Yes.
toddlers.
Yes.
Toddlers, and specifically the misbehavior of hurting others.
Mm.
So that's a challenge I think every parent has at some point in time
Right.
with their kids. And it usually starts within the toddler age. It might not for some kids, but that's generally when it'll start. You'll start to see some biting or some pushing or some hitting.
Thank goodness they come in a small package.
Yes.
Yeah,
Strong little
right.
small
Right,
packages.
yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Surprisingly so sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of times this happens because, again, they're toddlers, and we talked the other week, they just don't know how to express themselves. So it could be frustration. They could be teething again. They
Oh,
could
yeah.
not be feeling good. They might be hungry, or, they're just wanting to get what they want because the world revolves around them.
Oh, yes, it does. Oh, my goodness. And they will remind you of that from time to time.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think even the teenagers think that sometimes too.
That's phase two, the
From-
preteens and
from-
where they start to get their own, yeah.
From time to time, I've been known to still struggle with that misperception.
Agreed.
But that's their set point all the time, and they have to at first
Mhm.
because we're all just little sinners and we need help.
Yep.
And so yeah.
Oh, man.
So what are ways to do that? What are ways to help them not hurt others?
Well, the first step is, as parents, I think a lot of us do this well, is we try really hard to prevent it. So we watch our children and we watch them act kindly and we encourage it. And, we're like, okay, this is how you gently pet the cat as you guide their hand
Right.
gently over the cat. So it's all those little things that really add up and help set your child up for success when it comes to being kind and being nice.
Mm-hmm.
We use
But-
the word gentle a lot with
Gentle.
Luke.
Oh, there you go.
Gentle.
Yes,
Yeah.
I use that with my kids. I found with my dog, though, I like to just say nice. It's just easier.
Yes,
Be nice.
Be
There
nice.
you go.
Yeah, but I want to talk about what do you do when your child actually hurts another little one?
Okay.
Mhm.
That's where, I remember me as a mom, my anxiety, stress level would go up really fast because, oh no, my kid just hurt their best friend. What are we going to do?
And there's more than one type of concern.
yes.
Are they okay physically? Hurt feelings?
Mm-hmm.
What your child has done and what they need to learn about? It's just there's a lot going on there.
Yeah, and I really need these play dates. They help me
Right,
so
right.
much.
Do not want to lose the
Yeah, right.
scheduling option. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I
So
understand.
the key to deal with this is to act quickly. Get up from wherever you're at talking with the other moms or doing dishes and get over to your child quickly. Always,
Okay.
always, always act quickly and go to your child. Get within arm's length, get down to their eye level
Mhm.
and speak firmly. You can still speak kindly, but speak firmly and tell them what to do. So Violet, ask Mari nicely for that toy.
Okay.
And then
Right.
if Mari were to do it right away, be like, or excuse me, Violet were to do it right away, like, good job, Violet. You asked really nicely for that toy. I'm really
Mhm.
proud of you. And so that's one quick way to get on encourage them to practice the good behavior quickly. Because again, you're close, so it's really personal. You're down at their level, showing respect, kindness, and love.
And you're addressing the issue now rather than later so that they understand it right now. Yeah, okay,
Because our
that makes
kids
sense.
live in the moment.
Yes, they do.
Very much in the moment. If we did wait until later after the little friend went home, they're not even going to know what you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah, good point. Very good point.
I remember Dr. Dobson would always say that. He always say, move quickly so they associate.
Yes.
Because it's a shorter, they have even shorter attention spans than we do. So, yeah.
That's right.
Now, if the misbehavior continues to happen, then that's where the challenge takes place for parents. Like, okay, they're not doing what I asked. What do I do now? Or they keep being mean. What do I do?
Right.
So again, act quickly and tell your child what they've done wrong this time. So we're going to switch it up. So Violet, you're still hurting Mari. Go to a timeout now. Or a quiet time. I'm sorry, a quiet time.
Okay.
So for a quiet time.
Those were such specific names.
Yes, and they're two
Violet
very
and Mari.
different. Oh, yes.
Right.
Violet and
Yeah,
Mari.
exactly. That's nice. Yep. I like that.
My boys get to help me every week come up with these names.
That's so
cool.
great. Oh, those are good names. Good job, guys.
I like the quiet time thing
Quiet
too.
time
Yeah.
is where you remove your child from the situation. So they're still within the space, but they're just moved maybe about 3 feet away.
Okay.
So, okay, you're going to be in quiet time now, and you're going to sit there quietly for 1 minute. And if they can sit quietly for 1 minute, great. When the 1 minute's over, like, okay, it's time to try again.
And ideally
Okay.
without unrolling the entire roll of toilet paper
Yeah.
while they're sitting.
Yeah, right.
Assuming that's where they're sitting.
Yeah, and a minute is probably plenty
Oh, it
of
is
time
plenty.
because you can't really keep their attention for more than that at one given
Exactly.
time. So, okay, that makes sense.
Yes. So quiet time. So say the incident's happening in the living room. So you'd move the child away from the play space on the floor and maybe just sit them on the couch for the
Okay.
minute.
I think there's a verse that says something like 1,000 years unto the Lord is as 1 minute unto a toddler or something like that.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
probably
it's the
about
other way
right,
around.
too.
A minute unto the Lord is like 1,000 years unto a toddler. That's
Yeah.
One of the common challenges we hear from parents is like, okay, but my kid's not being quiet and I can't have them sit in the same space this whole time. Like, we still need peace in our home. Okay, no big deal. If your child can't make it through quiet time, then you go to plan B, which is timeout. So timeout is when you take the child to another space in the
that's where the
house.
toilet paper unrolling comes in.
It's- that's
gotcha.
a little more
But where it's
appropriate there, yeah.
uninteresting, so maybe
Yeah.
no toilet paper
Okay. Right.
and a safe space.
Right.
So then you're going to set them down like, okay, you've not been quiet during quiet time. Now it's time to go to timeout. You need to be quiet for 1 minute.
Okay.
And then you wait for that 1 minute. And
Right.
then when they're quiet for a minute, okay, timeout's done. Let's go play nicely.
Okay.
But if they're
And then as
still
soon as-
not quiet.
They can be loud as long as it takes until that 1 minute
Okay.
comes.
Okay.
Nice.
But they've learned the lesson of the separation.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is that the idea? Okay.
Yeah, and if anybody has more questions on this, give us a call, email us at info@trippleplcartcounty.com or .org, because this is one of our most common questions. Like, how do I use this successfully so I am not living a nightmare forever?
Right. Oh, yeah.
And can I say, when
Yeah.
I first became a parent, a dad, back on May 18th, 2013. Well, okay, more like May 25th or something, back from the honeymoon. Now, instant dad.
Yeah.
I was amazed early on how when, one kid or another wouldn't listen, especially the two littles at that point, and wouldn't listen. And then when Lisa would say, okay, take a time out, it was like they do it.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like, wow, that was like magic. They
Yeah,
just did-
right.
And she said, well, there was, it took some time to get to that point, but yeah.
Yeah, the persistence pays off. And that's where acting quickly really helps us as parents, because your children are going to learn, like, okay, mom and dad mean business because they're like on me right away.
Oh, yeah.
And I've seen it not go both ways, but I've seen parents where they just, get on them, like they're just talking to them across the room and threatening, like, you do this or else. And then there's the parents who go to them and they act quickly right away.
It's the Barney Fife parenting method. Nip it.
Nip it.
Yeah.
Nip it in the bud.
Like, yeah, you
Gotta nip it in the
take
bud.
care of it right away, and it
Persistence,
pays
yeah.
off as your children age. And it
Yeah,
makes life a lot
repetition
easier.
with a child is very important because especially if they get different signals from different parents or siblings, It's very confusing to them. I've seen that a lot. So,
Yes.
yeah, that persistence and
Consistency
repetitions. Yes.
and acting quickly.
Yep.
You
Absolutely.
guys are like experts, aren't ya?
Well, you know what?
Yeah, right.
Look the effect you're having on us, Trisha.
See, that's all because of you.
We look forward to these as much as anything all week. We love Triple P with Trisha.
I smile sometimes because I know what we went through as parents, my wife and I, and then I see our children going through some things, and I'm like, yeah, see, it does come back to haunt you, doesn't it? Yeah, huh?
I remember some of those times. I'm like, oh my word, I was like this for my mother. I'm so sorry.
Right. Yes. Yeah, we realize we have a deeper appreciation for what our parents went through for us. So
we do.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad.
But
Very
anytime you see your child being nice, no matter if they're a toddler, elementary school age child, or a teenager, praise them right away.
Oh, yeah.
When they're being nice, like, hey, you guys did the laundry together really well today. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And so maybe they didn't bicker. You know, just keep putting out your praise, your approval to your kids. Fill them with that love that they need from you and set them up for success to do it some more.
So good.
That's awesome.
Speaking of setting people up for success,
yes,
we really appreciate, Trisha, how you and the team at Triple P of Elkhart County, you've always got events going on.
Yes.
And I'm looking at your website, Triple P Parenting, TriplePElkhartCounty.org, and I'm seeing your next meeting. You scheduled an event for my birthday. Thank you so much.
Aww.
February 11th on Monday. Discussion groups for getting teenagers to cooperate.
Yes.
Thank
and
you.
I love that one. I've got teenagers and it's so good.
And other
there you
great
go.
things too. I see then Saturday, February 16th. That first one is at CAPS in Elkhart. Saturday the 16th, dealing with disobedience at the Elkhart Public Library. And then you've got Goshen events coming up on developing good bedtime routines and coping with teenagers' emotions and on and on. And it's all free.
Wow.
Yes.
All free. Some of them even have free childcare.
Yes.
Yes.
They do have free childcare and some are in Spanish. So check out the website if you prefer to go to one in Spanish. We've got Spanish resources available in all of our material.
You know, there's at least two of those events that apply to you and I still as adults, even though we are adults, we're
Managing
still children
good
at heart.
bedtime routines.
There's a couple of those that we really could learn something from.
Agree. I totally agree.
I know.
Yes. Well, we
Wow.
sure here at WFRN, we sure do appreciate Triple P of
Yes.
Elkhart County. So thank you to Emily and the whole team. And Trisha, thanks again for great insights.
You're very welcome.
Everyone's invited. And even if it's Triple P of Elkhart County, but they love pointing people from all of WFRN's 30 counties. You're welcome to get a hold of them. They love pointing you towards resources in your area. And sometimes people travel too. It's worth it for some of this stuff. So
You bet.
Yes, they
great
do.
stuff at TriplePElkhartCounty.org. Trisha, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend.
You too.
Trisha, thank you.